live on Twitch.
Oh, dang. Dang, we're live on Twitch. What's up, the Twitch viewers? Whoa.
It's probably singular to zero, Chris.
Hey, look, for the
This is what
podcast,
you have to deal with Josh, man. It's always negative. It's never anything positive.
Look, people are gonna watch.
Well, we just went live, and let's wait a little bit before we start announcing welcome.
It could be 2 hours in. He'd still say the same thing.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I'll be positive. It's Friday. I'll be positive.
There you go, man.
So, what's up, Twitch viewer?
Oh my God.
Should I add an S at the end of that?
Dude, we'll get some people in here eventually, bro. Like I said, or that, and also, people are gonna watch this back later, so. And this is gonna go directly to YouTube, so get out that positivity.
I got a text message today from some random number. Why is your cell phone signal so bad? I can't get through to you. Are you blocking me?
The heck? Damn. Somebody's having some problem.
Random number, you say?
Mm-hmm.
It's not that Nigerian prince you've been funding, is it?
That was Johnny. And
That was Johnny, and I remember that. Oh my God, yes. Oh, Johnny. Oh, sweet, innocent Johnny.
Also, before we start recording, I do want to remind everyone on Twitch to check out Willy's Wonderland, the best movie ever created by Nicolas Cage.
Jesus.
Dude,
It's got a minute.
You probably won't care, Josh, but I'll still show you. Got it for $9.
Is that the animation movie?
Yeah, the Steelbook one.
Okay, yeah. $9?
Yeah,
Not bad.
$27 off.
Is this from Best Buy?
Yeah.
Just trying to move product? Yeah.
Yep.
It's sold out now, unfortunately.
Chris tried to buy a copy last night.
Yeah, on the website, it's sold out, bro. I'm like, dude, this motherfucker bought the last one, dude. Out of everywhere.
Wait, that's from the website? I thought that was from Billy's store.
No, I got it.
Jesus, it's...
No. I got it.
Okay, you tried it at the website and it was sold out. Yeah.
So whenever you buy something from the website, it'll pull it from stores.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't.
Is that recently?
What?
Well, he bought
No,
it
it always
recently.
pulls. It always pulls from the stores.
Okay, there's no warehouse
There's
that had this.
There's a warehouse, but it's not like a Walmart warehouse type thing, where you get sent your merchandise directly from the warehouse.
Yeah.
With Best Buy, you get sent from the stores.
Yeah. So like, basically, if I had ordered the movie online, it could have possibly came from his store essentially and shipped to my home.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, hey man, you ain't getting the movie. That's mine now. You're screwed.
Have you seen the new one?
I took Isla to the theaters.
What'd you think?
It's okay. It wasn't as bad as people made it out, And hey, sue me. I like Chris Pratt. Thought he did a good job,
Yeah, I watched
Whatever.
it. I thought it was okay too. That's why I was like, oh, $9. I'll buy this.
Yeah, that's a nice looking steelbook.
So talking about steelbooks, let me
It's
remind you about
two-sided.
Willy's
Where's the
Wonderland.
back?
We you know what, Chris? Put that shit down. We are not sponsored by Nicolas Cage or his affiliates.
Dude, this steelbook looks so good though.
And we're a movie podcast. You make us look bad hawking shit.
Dude, it's such a good steelbook though, bro. It's so good. Like the design of it and everything, dude.
I am curious, Chris. How many physical copies of movies do you have?
So I got a bookshelf right there filled with movies.
Okay.
And then I got the bookshelf over there filled with movies.
Okay. Is that where the magic happens? Right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me, myself,
Yeah.
and I. Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
I like how.
Do you have any?
Look at this, Josh. Over on his left side, all his movies, and that's your right side for us.
Oh, okay.
But on the left side, everything's laid down flat and stacked on top of each other.
I don't
know.
have room. I don't have room. I have no room for anything, dude. I will say though, my biggest and my most proudest compliment. Whatever. I can't speak. Recently, I got this. I got the whole complete series of Game of Thrones in 4K for $50.
$50. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I about used
4K.
that 4K. Yeah.
Not bad. Have you watched them?
I put in the first disc and watched the first episode. It looks really good. I've seen them already though.
Okay, you've seen them already. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I watched season 8, the trashiest season ever. Like, literally the worst ending to a show you could ever have. But you know, it's okay. I forgive you.
I've got a lot to say about that. That's probably a separate podcast where I do become nerdy. I guess
Wait,
push up my glasses and be like, wow.
Wait, you're a big Game of Thrones fan?
Yeah.
Oh,
Big fan of the books.
Okay, the books are probably much better. Okay. I definitely would like to know what you thought of the ending of Game of Thrones season 8.
Oh, just to make it quick, the show went off the rails once they caught up with the books immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, it started to suck ass once they caught up with
Okay, I'm glad we're in
Winds of
agreement.
Winter. As soon as that next season when they resurrected Jon,
Yeah,
it just dumb,
yeah.
dumb.
They ran out of ideas.
Yeah, and I'm convinced they took from Martin's ideas, so Martin dodged a bullet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, at this point, he'll never finish the books.
No, and he's, he won't. And that's probably for the better. Because if he was going down that path of Bran becoming, king and all that shit, it's probably better, You make your own head canon. John dies. Sure. Which sucks because, he was supposed to be, the second coming.
What?
He was the prince who was promised.
Yeah.
What?
It's a song of ice and fire. Like, he was supposed to, go head to head with the Night King.
Oh.
Well, that's TV show only, because there was no Night King in the book.
No, but, he was supposed to stop the others.
Yeah.
I mean, the shows couldn't even have him have a one-on-one match, sword fight.
You and I have talked about this before, and I've said it plenty of times. What are you doing, Chris? You're really just disrupting the flow of this stream with your crackling paper.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
my god! Oh my god! You're such an amateur.
I'm sorry. I was gonna get a bite of my Hershey's. I'm sorry.
What I was saying though is because they were like, "Yeah, we wanted to subvert expectations," and that's like a dirty word sometimes. Subverting expectations. Sometimes the right thing to do is do what people fucking expect, and people expected that showdown between the Night King and Jon Snow.
Yeah, subverting expectations, you're supposed to subvert them in a good way.
Yeah. Like I got a good I say I got a good example. It may be a shit example. It just came to my mind. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, right? Takes place with the backdrop of the Manson family and everything. Mm-hmm. You kind of expect Sharon Tate and all them to die like they did in real life, but no. Leonardo DiCaprio comes out there with a fucking flamethrower.
And Brad Pitt's character just
hits somebody in the face with a brick or some shit. Not what I expected,
Yeah, that movie I liked the movie a lot though. I liked it a lot.
One of my favorite line deliveries in the past 5 years is when he's sitting there talking to Emil Hirsch's character, Jay something. And he's like, well, is everybody all right? He's talking through the intercom. He's like, well, the goddamn hippies aren't for sure.
I need to watch that again. That's such a good movie.
I think it's I think it's my second favorite Tarantino. No shit.
That's kind of where I got it. It's either that or it may be first. I don't know. I gotta watch Reservoir Dogs again because that was my number one.
That's probably at the bottom for me.
I loved Reservoir Dogs.
Baby, what movie did we watch that one time with the ladies and stuff? Carousel
Death Proof?
Search. That's it. That was a good one.
Have you seen much Tarantino, Chris?
Who, me? Yes, I've seen. Wait, did he direct Inglourious Bastards?
Yes.
He did.
Yes. Yeah, that one's really good. I like that one a lot. Killing Nazis and all that. No, I haven't seen Reservoir Dogs. I don't think. I have seen, Death Proof. There's one other one I'm thinking of, top of my head. It has Bruce Willis in it. I don't
Pulp
think
Fiction.
that's it. Yeah, is that Tarantino?
That is.
Yeah. That was really good too. Yeah, I mean I think that's about all I've seen of him. I think I may have seen. Oh no, I saw The Hateful Eight. That one was really good too. It's a very long movie, but it's good though. Very long.
Yeah, when it hits $5, I'm gonna buy it. I swear I thought I bought a Tarantino collection on. Well, I did, but I guess it only had like a certain number of movies.
Yeah, it's first 5 or something.
Yeah.
Again, I'll tell you though, that movie is. I watched it in theaters, man. I'll tell you, it was a very long movie though. I'm telling you, if you're not a fan of long movies, you don't want to watch it. It is a very slow-paced movie.
Josh, I took the bandage off. You can see it now.
Let me see. A little bit closer. A little bit closer. Okay, yeah, that looks okay. That looks pretty good.
It does look good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. This space right here. This isn't next, but it's gonna be done to fill up the arm. I'm thinking about going with like a Japanese style tiger back here.
White people. Jesus. I bet you that area is painful as fuck.
It's probably gonna be because it's all the fatty skin and stuff.
Yeah. You got any tats, Chris?
Yeah, no.
Dude,
No.
who
Could you imagine?
whenever I think of tattoos, I always think about this episode of Beavis and Butthead. You ever watch Beavis and Butthead, Chris?
No.
So, Josh, I'm sure you've seen this and you may not remember it. It was back in the. Oh, hold on, my hair's standing up. I was like a goddamn idiot. There was this episode of Beavis and Butthead where a killer had escaped from a prison, and he had the word tattooed on his forehead. It said "killer," and
Oh
Beavis
my
and
God.
Butthead saw it, and it's like, "Whoa, you got a tattoo?" He's like, "Kyler."
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I need to watch Beavis and Butthead. I heard it's a good show. They made a movie recently, didn't they?
They did. I haven't seen it. I heard it's pretty good though.
I haven't seen it either.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard the
Is
new reboot's good.
Yeah, I think one of the movies is about them like either going to the past or the future, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's time traveling.
Yeah. I heard it's good though.
All right, y'all ready to talk about critters?
Yeah, hang on right quick.
Josh muted himself. He's talking to somebody. He's taking an earbud out. He's still got one in.
He
He's
can
moving
still
his
hear us.
hands. He's saying, "Are we having tacos tonight? I would really enjoy tacos. Tacos would be great. Thanks, Lionel Lil, for making tacos. They're going to be so tasty." Joke's on you. I had tacos tonight. I went to a little taco shop down by my apartment. And they make some. Why are you smacking?
Who?
You.
What are you talking about, dude? I don't do anything.
You were fucking smacking.
Dude.
This is all I heard.
Are you eating string cheese?
No, but look, man.
Hey, Chris, I was going to ask you this on the podcast. I guess I'll just ask you now. How do you feel about milk coming from titties? Does it change your opinion of titties?
No, I love it even more.
Okay, I just know you don't like dairy products.
No, that's one dairy product I'll drink all day long. So.
All of a sudden, it got really gross. Oh my god! I'm sorry. Moving
how
on.
is that? Listen, how is that
Moving on.
gross? No, how is that gross, bro?
Way to go. I'm about to
Dude.
start recording.
Dude, that's a very natural thing, bro. Yo, I'm trying to eat some chocolate. I'm trying to be quiet so Bill doesn't yell at me, bro.
Just wait. Where's your mic at?
I know, I can mute it and stuff.
You could
Yeah.
mute it, and then we don't have to hear you smack.
Bro, I had it muted for a second.
Well, actually, we double as an ASMR podcast, so I mean,
Yeah, I do.
welcome to the podcast.
He laughed at his own joke. And hard. It wasn't like just a chuckle. He's like,
Today we're going to talk about
we are going to talk about critters today, but first, let's get the introductions out of the way. Welcome to the Very Unreasonable Things podcast. I'm Billy Bone. Joining me is Josh Lindsay.
I prefer if you call me Johnny Steele, but howdy, regardless.
Ooh.
And we got Chris back with us. Chris
Hey,
Williams.
hello everybody. I'm back again. Round 3, baby.
So
I do love the energy.
This is our last movie in our movies by state. And this was my pick.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted something fun. You know, palate cleanser after that last movie we did
Oh man.
that Chris chose.
Oh man.
Maybe last two, but
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
they're both not really.
Well, neither of them were good, but Chris is the new guy, so we got to just hammer him.
That's right, dude.
You know, initiation.
For anyone who
Nonstop.
hadn't seen the last podcast, my last movie I chose was The Last House on the Left, and now we're doing Critters again, which is Billy's choice. Which
Well,
is,
you gotta
yeah. Go
you
ahead.
gotta preface that by saying like the remake.
Oh yes, the remake, the 2009 remake. Yes,
Yeah.
not the original because I made a mistake, but it's okay. All right, so yes.
Yeah, so yeah, we're going with Critters. An 80 flick. Came in, you know, once the Gremlin like hype happened and you started getting these Gremlin ripoffs like we talked about briefly last episode, you Ghoulies, Critters.
There's got to be some more, right?
There's got to be some more, and this is all I can fucking think of right now is just these two.
Well, I think these two are the most popular, you know. And I remember the Ghoulies VHS box because one of them is him coming out of a toilet.
That's Ghoulies, yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
Which apparently wasn't in the movie. I'd read this or saw it somewhere, and he's like, you got to add the scene in. People will expect it.
Yeah. People rented that movie just based on that one fucking shot. You know?
Yep.
Yep. I thought you were gonna say something else. Nope.
No, I didn't have
Yep.
anything else. You had to. All right, so Critters, 1986. Directed by Stephen Herrick, starring Dee Wallace, Emmett Walsh, Billy Green Bush. Had a budget of $3 million. Had a box office of $13.2 million.
Well, you also forgot what's the you can call him the lead, the kid.
Yeah,
What was his
Scott-
name?
Fuck, I don't know.
No, it's Scott Grimes.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, he's a very popular actor nowadays too. He is.
He does the voice of the alien, I think, on American Dad.
I think you're right. And he also, you know, the show's in kind of in limbo now. He also plays the pilot in The Orville, which is a sci-fi TV show.
Yeah, and he's on Ted. Apparently, he's a McFarlane guy. I don't mean Roger. I think the son. I think he does the voice of the son.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't worry about him, Scott Grimes. He's doing okay.
He saved his
Yes.
money.
Hey, and also I don't want you to worry about Stephen Herrick. Did y'all look at his filmography?
No.
No,
Oh, you talking
because
about the director?
that's research.
I did.
Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
Don't tell Mom the babysitter's dead. The First Mighty Ducks. The Three Musketeers with Sutherland and Sheen and Chris O'Donnell, Oliver Platt,
The Brat Pack version of the Three Musketeers.
Mr. Holland's Opus, 101 Dalmatians. Mr. Herrick is fine.
Yeah,
He continued to work after this movie, and good for him.
Well, you say it like the movie was bad. I'll go ahead and put it out here. I enjoyed Critters. Now, I'm not saying it's a 5-star masterpiece or anything like that, but I did enjoy the movie.
Well, I'm gonna bring my glasses down low, and then I'm gonna push them up. I like to call this movie Krites.
Krites.
Oh no.
So in my notes, I did write Krites every time instead of Critters.
Look, y'all know me. I had the subtitles on, and the subtitles was saying like Krites making noise or something. I'm like, my subtitles are fucked up. And then the aliens called them Krites.
You didn't know?
And I'm like,
You didn't remember that?
I hadn't seen this movie since 1991.
Oh
It's,
man, I
it's
wasn't even alive
convenient.
then.
Convenient that Kreitz is close to Critters.
It is very convenient. A little too convenient. It's also convenient how like this alien race doesn't know planet Earth, but they speak perfect English.
Yeah.
That also helps a lot.
But when you say it's close to Kreitz, what do you mean by that?
Just talking about the
sound similar?
words. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
similar
Okay.
words.
Okay,
Because there like a 3-letter difference.
that's true. There is true. That works out pretty perfectly.
Yeah. So, Chris,
Yes.
was this the first time you seen the movie?
Yes.
First time you heard of the movie?
Not the first time I've heard of it, because I've seen Gremlins, and so this is kind of like a clone to Gremlins, like they're trying to copy off their success, you know. And so I've always wanted to watch it, but I've heard of it. But this is my first time actually watching it. I watched it like a couple hours ago.
Josh, what's your history with the movie?
You know, this was always on like TV growing up, you know? So I remember the farmhouse. I remember back in like when I was young watching it, thinking, man, this is a better home invasion movie than Last House on the Left remake, which hadn't even
Okay.
happened, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, I think I kind of confused the first three Critters all in the same, because I remember there's a sequel where they become a big ball and they roll over a person.
Yeah, I think that was part
What?
2, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that's part two. I think one of them, and honestly, I'm gonna put it out there. I'd say we just keep Critters rolling and just cover the rest of the movies, honestly, because I'm interested in seeing them now. I remember, because you know the aliens change faces so they can adapt to humans. And I remember the second one, they see a Playboy on the ground, and one of them turns into a hot chick.
Oh man,
And
dude.
I think maybe with the breasts out.
No way.
I'm not for sure.
Oh, you got Chris. He's wanting to do
I
it.
mean,
now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'll watch it tonight, man. At the
I knew exactly what I was doing, Bone.
Dang.
Exactly what I was doing.
Hook, line, and sinker. You got me, man.
I mean, if you want to, we can just carry on after this and
Let's just keep it rolling, man. Yeah.
we'll cover the other Critter movies. I got them.
Oh yeah. Down
Humble
for that.
brag.
Well, I mean, it was another one of those cheap bundles, you know, where you got like 4 movies for $5.
Yeah, man. He's like $5. You get all of them, dude. We're giving them away.
And yeah, for me, I don't remember when I saw the movie. It's just what you remember when you see certain movies, and then there's other movies you see, and you saw them.
Yeah.
And that's how I saw Critters on VHS.
Oh no.
Yeah, Critters is one of those movies that's kind of just always existed.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, it's got a great VHS cover, this first one. You know? But, because it's like, you know, I don't know why we've gone away from it, but it's like properly animated, you know? It looks like it was drawn by hand,
Yeah.
you know? Just those beautiful VHS covers.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Movie posters used to be so much better.
They used to give a shit.
Now it's just like a photo of.
Yeah,
People.
it's all corporate. Just you know these polls. I don't know. It's just horrible corporate shit.
Remember the original Star Wars poster, where like Leia was hanging off of Luke's leg, and he had the lightsaber up in the air, and he was all ripped and shit.
Yeah, and the lightsaber I think went up to the top of the
Yeah.
box. It was amazing. But all of the Star Wars box art, you know, from 77 to 83 was beautiful. All of it.
They put some work into it.
I know they did.
They did.
Drew Straussen, I think, was his name, if I'm not mistaken.
No, you got better memory than me.
I mean, I'm probably wrong, but
Well, we'll pretend you're right.
okay.
Did anybody try to keep track of how many Krites were killed?
Sort of, yeah. I mean, I kept track, like a mental track.
And the only reason I asked that is because at the beginning of the movie, because you see the alien ship, and they're talking about the Krite prisoners, and there was 10 of them, but they had to kill 2 of them because they had to make the food last.
Yeah.
But then, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. So there was 8, and I wrote down every time one of them got killed. I forgot to number them though. But I was just trying to keep track of it in my head, like, you know, how many had been killed. Was this a death? Because there's a couple of them where you're not sure if the Krite actually died. Because you're kind of like, maybe he died, maybe he didn't die. Like when like when he got shot with that shotgun and exploded. I wasn't sure he was dead. But no, seriously, like the ceiling fan falling and stuff like that. But
which I don't think that
hold on,
when
we're letting Josh get all his creaky chair stuff out of the way.
I muted it towards the end of it when the creak was already finished.
Yeah, when you were done.
I managed to mute it.
Man's like he's trying to slowly uncreak that chair. Also, by the way, real quick, you mentioned about the ceiling fan falling. I don't know if that was an official kill or not. By the way, because
that's what I'm saying.
Like, yeah,
there was a couple of them where I wasn't sure if they counted as kills or not. Yeah. But they make a big deal about. I say a big deal, but when they send the bounty hunters after the Krites, they tell them that they got to get them before they eat. They're like, kill them before they eat, which they fail at miserably. But if they didn't want them to eat, then why were they fucking feeding them on the ship?
Well, here's the thing. First off, let's acknowledge the New Line Cinema logo. We got that classic 80s New Line Cinema logo, which is red and the black background. I'm a sucker for it. Then we're introduced to a prison asteroid.
Yes.
Okay. Not sure how that works. But they were taking them to termination anyway. That's what they said. Take them to like the termination wing of wherever the hell they are. So it's like, who cares? Well, why aren't you not killing them en route?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do somewhat establish the Krites as a threat, though. And you got to imagine the way they sent these bounty hunters after him and the way they made a big deal about it. You get the feeling that if the Krites were to breed, and if they were to start breeding, they'd be like an invasive species and just overrun the planet.
Which doesn't happen.
No.
Which is it, It's because this is a low-budget movie. I mean, that's the reality. And I don't even think you're supposed to keep up, because, they say the number. I don't think the movie cares. And for good reason, how many there are.
Yeah.
I mean, because one of them just, we'll eventually get to it. One of them just gets big for no reason. And it's never...
I assumed because he ate.
They've all been eaten.
I assumed because he ate more.
I don't know. Maybe.
And how are these little fuckers smart enough for space travel?
Yeah, I know, right?
They steal a ship and fucking take off with it.
They do.
And it's pretty impressive.
I did like the alien designs, though, for the different species.
Yeah.
Because they could have been real lazy with that and just made them, humanoid looking.
Yeah, and you don't see them, like, once the bounty hunters leave, you never cut back to it. Again, this is a low budget, so it's probably less is better. But he looked pretty good. He did. Yeah.
And I would like to say also, the first time we're introduced to the bounty hunters going after the Krites, as you like to call them. The first scene...
Hold on. It's not as we like to call them. That's their official name. They are Krites, okay?
My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, the Krites.
I know.
The Krites, okay.
Push up my glasses here.
Oh, there you go. But the first thing we see of one of the first bounty hunters transforming into Johnny Steele, I like the animation a lot. Like, he actually looked pretty good. And so, yeah, that was cool.
It reminded me of A Nightmare on Elm Street. What was it? Dream Master. You remember when Freddy comes back from at the junkyard and his bones come together and then all his skin?
Yeah.
When the alien turns into Johnny Steele, it had and here's the reason why. Again, title card comes up. It kind of looks like it's aping the Thing, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, I thought so too.
if you're gonna ape a movie, I
I
can't
literally
think
said
of a better
that.
one.
Yeah.
And then the credits start rolling, and first off, this is an amazing supporting cast. I love everybody in it. Special effects by the Chioda brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Bone, does that ring a bell to you? Mm-mm. These are the two guys. I think it's like three brothers, but I think it's two. They're the guys who wrote and directed Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
I've never seen it actually.
Well, get the fuck off this podcast.
Oh, man.
Go put your head in the oven.
I mean,
what
I
are you
should.
doing?
I'm gonna put it in an open microwave.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Wait. You've never
Paralyze
seen
yourself.
Wait, you never seen Killer Clowns?
No, I haven't.
Why haven't you never seen it?
Chris, stop your bullshitting.
What? What are you?
Stop your
what are you talking
bullshitting. Have you seen it?
about? No.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never seen it. Never seen it. Yeah, I'm actually looking. Now we're talking about him real quick. One of the Chioda brothers, Charles Chioda. Apparently, fun fact, based the design of the Krites on the Looney Tunes character Taz, the Tasmanian Devil.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what this movie does that I appreciated? And it does it like in
What's
the
that?
first 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Makes you give a fuck about the family.
It
Yep.
does.
Unlike
Oh my
unlike
God.
some other movie we watched in this block
Ah.
where you're just like, these are some horrible fucking people. I hope they all die.
Oh man, dude.
You spend a lot of time with this family.
I
Like,
do.
But just this breakfast scene, like starting off, you get the son
Yeah.
trying to play sick and he's fucking holding the thermometer under hot water. The daughter's trying to get into the bathroom, but then she gets a call from her new boyfriend. You got the mom cooking breakfast, Dee Wallace cooking breakfast. The only problem I had with her cooking breakfast is she got that breakfast on the table like 30 seconds before the bus came.
yeah. And it's that one trope that everybody hates. I hate it in movies. You cook a big breakfast and nobody eats it.
Yeah.
Like,
Also,
that's
I will say about the scene real quick too. I loved how she actually caught him faking it too. He's like 106 degrees. Yeah, right. You fucking
Yeah.
go away. Like that was great.
well, this movie does it twice. That's how Elliot was able to skip school in E.T. And then a critter finds
Yeah.
an E.T. animal later.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, I saw that. Yeah, I remember that.
And this is gonna sound so minuscule, but it was just a small touch that once again just made me like this family interaction. When Dee Wallace's character Helen is handing out the biscuits, did you notice how she was grabbing them like they were hot?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like gingerly and quickly putting them on the plates and stuff. Just small touches like that, that other movie that we covered just didn't do. Chris.
I'm sitting here. It's all right. It's all right, dude. It's all right. Don't even worry about it. I'm okay.
What movie are you referring to?
Last House on the Left, 2009.
Oh man, we should do a part 2 of that movie, dude. We should watch it again.
Well, we should say, have we said, like, Last House on the Left was Connecticut.
Yeah.
We covered the SIP.
Yeah, Mississippi.
This is Kansas, right?
Kansas, yeah.
Yeah.
One thing, though, because there was a point where I was like, maybe I got this wrong about the state. Because when, her new boyfriend, was his name Steve?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which, Z-Man, Billy Zane, rocking a ponytail.
The one and only. Oh, that was a glorious ponytail.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, Billy Zane's in this movie? I didn't realize that or remember that. And Chris was like, who's Billy Zane?
Yeah. No idea.
And I'm like, the Z-Man? Billy Z.
The Z-Man, Tom Zink,
Yeah.
one half of the tag team Flying Brian and Z-Man.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought I recognized.
Well, hold
Jay,
on. I was actually. I'm sorry, Chris. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was
Alright,
getting to a point with this.
All right, you're good.
Billy Zane's character had a car that had New York plates, and I briefly got thrown off by that. I'm like, "Fuck, does this take place in New York?" And I just didn't realize it. But then you see a sign where it says Kansas. I'm like, okay, so this motherfucker just has a car from New York for some reason.
I think the daughter says in passing he's the new kid or something. I think. Yeah.
I heard the part where she said her dad got it for him. Not her dad. I mean his dad.
It'd be cool if her dad got it for him.
Shit, he didn't get nobody a car. You see what they were driving? One big ass flatbed truck.
Poor dude. Also, I will say real quick, I thought the dad, Jay Brown, or Billy Green Bush, I thought that was the actor from Little House on the Prairie. I don't know why. He just looked familiar.
Michael Landon?
I guess so, dude.
Yeah, you're talking about Michael Landon. But Bone, we have covered this guy before.
Oh my god.
The dad.
You're gonna ask me and I'm not gonna know, so why don't you just tell me?
No, I didn't know until I looked up his filmography. And it was his last movie. He was the sheriff in Jason Goes to Hell.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Man, I bet he hates taking that role.
Well, it was his last movie. That's
Yeah.
how much he hated it.
It
Damn.
ruined his career.
Damn.
Have you seen Jason Goes to Hell, Chris?
I have not.
Motherfucker, you got the Friday the 13th collection.
I know it is sitting right there. Listen. Oh wait. It's sitting right there.
It's
Listen,
in that stack of DVDs somewhere.
I know it is. It's sitting right there. But I'm saying I got up to like 5 or 6 so far.
You know
I
what?
haven't finished it.
Get up right now and take the 2 posters off your wall.
Wait, do you have Friday the 13th posters?
He's got the ones that came with the collection. He bought the same thing I
Oh,
did.
you got the Shout Factory one.
Yeah. So here's what
Nice.
happened. I bought the collection. Didn't come with the posters. I bought these separately. They actually came in damaged, so I got a partial refund. So I paid $15 for both of those, basically.
For what? Both?
The poster, both posters. I had to get them framed, so I paid like $15 per frame. So like $45.
Oh,
total.
okay.
Yeah, but
You know what you do when you need a poster frame?
what's that?
You just wait a week and you go to Hobby Lobby. They'll be half off.
See, I would say that, but I've gone to Hobby Lobby. I'm not a huge fan of their frames, honestly. I've gone to Michael's actually and gotten those, and they had some pretty good deals on their frames. And I think they look better. I think so, personally.
We got a frame off going on live on the podcast.
Dude. Dude,
Woo.
I'm telling you, they
This is
look
exciting.
good, dude. They look really nice. So, you know. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I got the good deals on them.
Bone, come on now. Point, counterpoint.
Well, no, I was gonna say something, but I'm taken back by this Mario Brothers poster.
Oh, this right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, look at it. It's great, dude. And then I got my Incredibles poster, and I got Spider-Man, my comic
Are those
books.
comics on your wall?
Wait a minute, are they graded?
Comics. They are
What
graded.
comics are they?
Did you buy them graded, or did you have to get them?
No, I bought them graded.
Oh,
I'll show you this one. This is my.
Let's check
most
'em out.
expensive. This is my most expensive one. I know we're going to go off topic, but it's okay.
It's fine.
So this is Ghost Rider. This is 9.4 graded. I got this at Mississippi Comic Con, and I paid about $250 for this guy.
No
the reason
shit?
Why, yeah,
It's
the reason why
autographed.
is because it's autographed and it has a sketch from the artist as well, and so it's number one. It's number one. So
yeah,
This is
but
from
Ghost
Okay.
Rider #1 by itself probably isn't that much, honestly.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. I mean, it depends if you get it graded or not. But this is from 1990. This is also the newsstand edition, so that you can't really find this edition just by itself, basically. So that's pretty cool. Now there's that one, and I have a couple other ones too. Hold on a second. Let's see. You want me to pull them all? Okay, I'll show you. Okay, it doesn't matter.
No, you don't
This
have to pull
is,
them all off.
Okay.
Just tell us
This
what they
is-
are.
This is Gen 13, so this is X-Men stuff, 9.6 rated, not signed. 9.8 X-Men, this is Legends number 9, and then this is The Rejected. This is like a DC thing. And then I have this is my last one right here real quick. 9.8, this is Cable. And this one is signed. Oh god.
Yeah, I see the signature on that.
Yeah, so. But yeah, it's kind of my
I
collection.
thought
of
about
stuff.
having some of my comics graded.
You should.
I was going through my comics the other day, and I don't remember if I told you this or not, Josh, but I was thumbing through them, and I forgot I had this issue, and apparently it's worth a couple $100 now. But the issue of Amazing Spider-Man where he first wears the black costume.
Oh yeah. That was like classic '80s, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then I've got
Classic '80s, yeah.
the first Wolverine miniseries, and then the first issue of Wolverine proper, and then Wolverine number 9, I think it is, where he has his first fight with Sabretooth.
Those are some pretty good ones, no doubt.
Yeah, I thought about maybe getting them graded, but then I was like, no, I'll be disappointed when they.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no. And you're not going to get rid of them, are you?
No.
No.
Also, real quick, not to jump off the top again, just fast, real quick. I also have a signed poster of Adam Sandler's Happy Gilmore. He signed it, and I have Family Guy, Seth MacFarlane signed. So there you go. I didn't get it personally signed. It's bottom like that, but.
You know what? I mean, if we're just showing off stuff that we got signed.
Uh-oh. It's happening.
Josh, you remember this?
Oh, God, yeah. Fuck
What
yeah.
is that? What is
State
that?
Radio, baby.
What is State Radio?
It's a band.
It's a band.
I don't know if I'll be able to hang this back up.
A band.
Yeah. They play the music.
Like Johnny Steele.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a band that me, Daniel, and Josh like, and we went and seen them multiple times in New Orleans. And I don't know if we've ever told this story on the podcast, and it's not critter related, but fuck it, here goes. The second time we went to see State Radio, we were all riding down in our buddy Michael's van, and he was driving, and we were all sitting in the back, and we're like, all right, what if they ask us if we got any requests? We should think about this right now, and everybody get a song ready just in case. And we're like, this will never happen, but fuck it. What are you going to request? What are you going to request? And everybody had a song, right? We get to the House of Blues. We've been drinking, and we're at the House of Blues. Well, State Radio pulls up in the van, and they get out, and they're like, hey, guys, what's up? We're talking and stuff. And they're like, oh, hey, do y'all have any requests for tonight?
No way.
And we're like, holy shit, do we? we made up, what, about half the set list?
Yeah, it was crazy because, he played all of it, didn't he?
He played everything we
Fucking-
requested.
Yeah.
So wait, Josh,
Yeah,
you
it
were
was-
with him? You were with Billy?
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was me, Josh, Courtney, Daniel, Michael.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, because Aaron didn't go with that one.
No, it went to the first
Yeah.
first one. Yeah.
Was this like 15
Yeah.
years ago?
That was a long time. Long
It
time
was.
ago.
It was like
Longer than
2000,
15.
2007, 2008.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, dude. I was like 7.
Well, we were in fucking New Orleans getting drunk and listening to state radio.
Oh man.
But anyways,
Yeah.
oh, sorry. Go ahead, Josh.
No, I was just talking out loud. Like, man, I wish State Radio would
Get back
release
together?
A new album. No.
I know. All right, so back to Critters. Oh, Charlie,
Yes.
the town drunk,
Yes.
sleeping one off in the drunk tank, and you get a feeling that Charlie's gonna have a bigger role to play in the movie when they introduce him than when he does, but he doesn't really.
No, and it's an odd thing because, like you said, like he's getting these space signals from like his fillings in his
yeah.
teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie's an interesting character because he's presented not completely, but kind of as a simpleton, but also as an alcoholic, which you never see like those two. Normally the simpleton's a simpleton, the town drunk is a town drunk. He's two characters in one. It's kind of...
Now, the Charlie character doesn't play just like a huge part, but the Charlie actor does, because like
Yeah.
the bounty hunters have the ability to change shape, like we talked about in the first one. What was the name of the rock star?
Johnny Steele.
Johnny Steele.
Johnny Steele.
I mean, that's a name. Like that's
That's
a,
a-
That is a name.
that's a powerful name. That's like Max.
That's a
Power.
name you want to touch,
Yeah.
but you cannot touch.
Yeah, you mustn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Charlie ends up becoming like he becomes the final form of the second alien because the first bounty hunter's like pick a shape, and he's like none of them like me,
Yeah.
and then
Well-
he changes 3 times, right?
Yeah, he does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
And they do this great montage to where, like, you've seen it in a couple of movies, to where it's like, I need to learn all of Earth's history, and never fails. Hitler's always in this montage,
Oh yeah,
but it ends with the number one song in America at that time, Johnny Steele's "Power of the Night,"
Yep.
and then we just watch that video for about a minute, and I'm like, I dig the fuck out of this.
yeah,
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
actually
I-
pretty catchy too.
And the actor who plays Johnny Steele, Terrence Mann, he always reminded me of Adam Curry. Chris, you have no idea who I'm talking about. Bone,
don't.
do you?
Oh yeah, Adam Curry, MTV. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I think it's the hair, man.
Yeah.
No.
Terrence
idea.
Mann. What else was he in?
And he's one of these guys who's just sort of, after this, I think he done like two other Critters movies. Because I looked up his filmography. A lot of TV, a lot of like one-off appearances on TV. He looks familiar though. Like
Yeah.
if you see him now as a silver fox that he is, you're like, where do I know him from? I didn't know him from anything outside of Critters, but yeah, he's working. He's still working.
That's good.
It is.
I almost forgot this. And like I now know why, because it's so important to the plot of the movie. Charlie had major league talent. He had a major league arm.
He did.
He could have went pro. He had heat.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, Charlie.
And that's the reason why he's an alcoholic now.
Yeah. I do love how, though, at the beginning they said he was sleeping off being drunk in his cell, you know? That was open, by the way. They didn't give a fuck if he walks out or not. But he had a bottle of booze with him. Like, how the hell is he getting sober, man? Why he's got the booze with him, dude?
And it's hair of the dog, man. You keep it rolling.
There's
Yeah,
this,
I guess so.
There's a scene later on when he's in the bar and he's talking about the stuff that's happening. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
guy pours him another drink and he's like, I don't want another drink. And then drinks it.
Yeah.
And then the bartender's like, I'm just going to leave
Yeah.
the bottle here.
Man, yeah, you annoying me, Charlie. Just here's the bottle. Yeah.
Just leave me alone, yeah.
Now, this part does actually play a part later on in the movie. What's the kid's name? Brad.
Brad, yeah.
He has a thing for firecrackers.
He does.
And the first one you see him use blows up like a stick of fucking dynamite.
Yeah, dude. They've made a huge crater, dude.
Well, this kid is creating WMDs in his fucking
Yeah.
bedroom, okay?
Yeah, because you see him fucking taping them together and shit. And
He's a
Well, no,
pyromaniac.
how he defeats the fucking critters.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
that one did look like a stick of dynamite.
George Bush should have invaded this house instead of Iraq. You know?
Oh, man.
But they paid it off. You see him.
Yeah.
You see him messing with fireworks. You see him putting them together and shit. And there's a payoff to it. Unlike
There is.
some other movie we watched.
Oh, man. Getting roasted over here.
But it's like you said, like you like this family because this isn't like a punk kid either. You know, he takes the fall for Charlie, who shoots his sister in the ass with a
Slingshot.
with a slingshot. Brad takes the fall.
Yeah.
Anytime his sister's in trouble, man, he's the first one to, or any
Yep.
of his family members, you know.
Yep.
I mean, like you said, it does a good job of making the audience like care what happens to this family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how horny was April?
Oh, bro. She was borderline ready to fucking rape that one guy, bro. Her boyfriend. He was like, I don't want to do this. And he's like, yeah, you're going to do it regardless.
Steve-
Well, hey,
Steve-
Chris, if Billy Zane walked into your room right now, you tell me you wouldn't rape him.
Look, that's beside the point. I'm not saying I
Okay.
would or wouldn't.
Okay.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, she was
Billy-
crazy.
Billy Z just wanted to fucking eat dinner.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
That man was
And
getting
that's
a
a-
home cooked meal.
And that's another thing with this movie because Billy Zane shows up in his Trans Am. I don't know what he had, Pontiac Firebird, whatever. And you're like, okay, this is going to be the asshole guy, and he's not.
Nope.
It seems like no, yeah,
He's
He's a nice
polite,
guy.
you know. He's like, "Thank you for the food and everything."
yeah.
He's like, "No, I don't think we should do this. You know, what if your parents catch us?" She's
Yeah.
like, "They never come to the barn at this time of night."
And somehow he's allergic to hay too, which makes no sense.
And there's a low body count in this movie.
Oh,
What is
yeah.
it? It's like what? 2 people?
Two.
3 people?
Two.
2. It's the cop and it's Billy Zane.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's it.
I want to clarify. When you say body count, what are we referring to?
Deaths.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
No, it's just 2. Yeah,
Yeah, so it's a really low body count in this movie. And unfortunately, Billy Z was one of them.
yeah,
Man.
that's a shame.
Well, here's the thing, though. We never see his body, though. She said he's dead, but we never see him actually dying.
No, he's dead.
Hey, he might come back for the 5th one or something down the road.
No, he went
Well,
on
that's
the
a yeah. He
family.
might,
Dude, we never see his body. She's like, oh, he's dead, but we never see his body, so you never know. He could still be crawling out of that, the barn alive. Who knows?
Brad gets grounded though because Josh brought it up. He takes the fall for Charlie, and
does.
he ends up getting in trouble. And his dad takes his slingshot from him.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually thought the slingshot would come back into the movie later. It'd been so long since I'd seen this, but it doesn't. But
well, the dad does confiscate it.
he does. But then he grounds him. And he tells him no movies for 2
For
weeks.
2 weeks, yep.
Like that's the only thing he lost was the fucking movies.
Well, you gotta think, though. I mean, back in 1986, he's probably not got a whole lot to do besides watch TV, I'd imagine. Right?
Yeah, in 1986, man, when you were a kid, you left the house in the morning, you came home at night.
He also got like a very 80s grounding because if you notice, like he didn't get to eat dinner.
Yeah.
That was like in the 80s. Like, no, you can't eat dinner. Like now, parents would be taken straight to fucking jail. Like
Right.
Oh, yeah.
straight to fucking jail.
Well, he got to eat dinner because thanks to his mom, she made the dad bring the plate of food
Yeah.
in his room. So he got something. But I gotta
Yeah.
say, though, that meal he got was ass, bro. It was like one fucking biscuit. And I'm like, dude, what is this meal? Like, I
It's
can't do
it's
that.
hey Chris.
Yeah?
It's a roll when it's at dinner. It's a biscuit in the morning.
Dude,
okay?
listen, I don't care what you call it, bro. I mean, that meal was ass, dude. That's a punishment right there, dude.
It's so funny you say that because when I was watching him eat the actual dinner at the table.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, damn, this looks pretty good.
I know. That's what I was thinking too.
The corn,
I was
the
like,
corn looked pretty
man,
And you're sitting here talking about fucking biscuits, and I'm like, man, I want some biscuits.
man.
Man, I just want to go to like the grocery store and buy a thing of biscuits and heat them up in the oven.
good. Oh man, dude.
I haven't had biscuits aren't a thing here in Sweden.
What?
What?
Yeah, I mean
They don't have a biscuit alternative in Sweden?
no, they don't know shit about food here,
Do
man.
you get bacon at least?
Yeah, thank God. Yeah.
He's got the Canadian bacon bologna. What he's
Yeah.
got.
No, Canadian bacon ain't a thing here.
Well, you know, here some like Domino's doesn't even call it Canadian bacon anymore. I think they just call it ham.
Yeah.
Like they just gave up on the facade. We're like, fuck it, y'all know it's fucking ham.
Well, it's too many letters. Like somewhere somebody's like, we could save money if we just take out all these letters
Yeah, but
and just call it ham.
excuse me,
Can we all just be in agreement real quick, though, that bologna's disgusting?
I'm not a fan of bologna.
Okay.
I think we can all be in agreement of that. Yeah,
Okay.
that's an easy agreement.
Okay.
Uh,
One more thing about Canadian bacon, and then we'll move on. I will say this: I feel more sophisticated when I order a pizza and I say Canadian bacon than when I do when I say ham, because then
Yeah.
it sounds like I'm just taking shit that I make a sandwich with and throwing it on my pizza.
Yeah.
Canadian bacon sounds sophisticated.
yeah, I'll always when I order it, I pull up my glasses like this. I'm like,
Oh my god, dude.
you know, just keep them low, then you can pull them up, and then you're better than everybody in the room once you do that. I mean, that's a
Oh, yeah.
fact. If you have them down here and you push them up,
Let me do that.
you're
real quick.
superior.
Hey guys, I wear glasses too. I'm just.
Yeah, I gotta
There you
go.
go. Look at that. Look at that. Natural.
I gotta go to the eye doctor and get a new pair.
Ooh.
I lost mine.
Also, just for the viewers, real quick, I do want to mention something. Pizza without the cheese is the best thing ever.
Shut that
Yes,
shit
try
up,
it.
man. You'll
Yes,
never be on this podcast again.
Yes, try it, bro.
I mean, Chris, you say that like any fucking body's gonna be like, you know what, Chris is right.
Dude,
Zero
try
fucking
it.
people.
And it's
They're gonna say
healthier for
that.
you. It's healthier for you, dude.
I'm
You
eating
oughta-
pizza. Why the fuck do I care about health?
Really?
Dude, you take the cheese off. There's less grease in the cheese, and you eat this bread, the pepperoni, and the sauce, dude.
Yeah, breadsticks. We had this discussion.
Sure.
Fucking breadsticks. The critters land. Their fucking ship shakes the entire farmstead.
Yeah.
They eat a cow. And then
Pretty good. Pretty good special effects on the cow.
Yes.
And then we get the cop. We get one of our 2 deaths. The cop's driving down the road, and he sees one of the one of the krites in the road. Let me make sure I say krites and not critters. Krites in the road. He swerves way the fuck off the road to avoid this thing. Thinks it's a fucking dog. And did you notice this? When he's like, "Oh, was that a dog?" He grabs his billy club. Like, are you gonna go beat this dog with this club?
Apparently, dude. Man was ready to do something with that guy.
Josh is reminding me of fucking Michael Myers from Halloween Kills, looking out the window.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
It's a winter wonderland here. No, did y'all recognize this actor?
The cop? No.
Yeah, he's been in a lot. I know him from Bad Santa. He played Thurman Merman's father, who was in prison. Just yeah. No, but again, this movie has got like this guy, this deputy. It's got a good supporting cast.
Oh, it really does, yeah. I recognized Harv, the other cop, like our older cop guy. I recognized him from number 8.
Emmett Walsh, the sheriff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently.
Was that?
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, wasn't that first cop? Wasn't his name Jeff? Isn't that right?
Yeah,
I think
Jeff.
so.
Yeah.
okay.
Because
He keeps trying to score with Lynn Shay.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, he's like, how about, coffee? And she's like, no, not now,
Yeah.
not ever.
Now, obviously, this is New Line Cinema, so by rights, she had to be in it because Lynn Shay, her brother, is the one who owns New Line at the time. So, but Lynn Shay's good though. I mean, I know we could say like nepotism, but Lynn Shay's always been good.
I know, she's done other things. It isn't like this is like, she's done shit outside of like New Line, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. She was in there something about Mary. She was like a Farrelly brother regular for a while.
Wasn't she in one of those Conjuring Universe movies?
She was in a couple of those Insidious movies.
Insidious, that's it. Yeah.
I think she got her own movie towards the end.
Yeah, I think so too. But that was what it was from. She wasn't in The Nun, was she?
Man, I never saw The Nun.
I haven't either. That's why I asked. I'm just making shit up as I go now. She'll be in whatever movie we decide.
That's right.
The Krites, pretty smart to have never been on Earth
They really are.
because they cut the power to the house.
And the phone.
And the phone lines.
Yeah.
And the phone lines, yeah.
So
Can we talk about how...
What's up?
Go ahead, Chris. Sorry. You
I was
started?
gonna say I don't know how they know how to do that, but sure.
well, maybe they had a video in their ship also.
No.
True.
Maybe they...
While they're watching videos of fucking Hitler, the Krites are watching videos of like electricity and how it works and how to disable phones.
And they get the
How to take over a farmhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Wait, where you
No.
saying to go, Josh?
I was just going to say, Dee Wallace looks 20 years younger than her husband.
Yeah.
Like,
She really
he looks like a grandfather. Like, he would be a grandfather if they made this movie now.
Yeah, 100%.
Just
think-
based on his age, yeah.
I think we could all agree on this too, though, right? We'd all like to have Dee Wallace as our mom.
Ah, she's fantastic.
Wait, as her mom or her wife?
Mom. It's a joke about how she got mom roles after doing
Oh.
E.T. And that's
Oh.
what she got offered a lot of was mother roles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And she fucking killed it every time. She is, and I was going to save it towards my final thoughts, but she is so goddamn good in this movie.
yeah.
She has no right to be this good. She's amazing in Cujo. I mean,
I never seen.
fucking, yeah. Dee Wallace, man.
Power gets cut. Jay, the dad, goes down into the basement
Yep.
to see what's going on. Gets attacked by a critter. Or not a critter, a crite. Damn it. Sorry, Josh.
It's okay. I'm getting angrier the more mistakes that happen, but
I can
I'm going
tell.
to keep my cool.
So the crite attacks him and bites him on his shoulder. He gets bit on his leg.
Yeah.
And then he also catches one of the
A
quills
porcupine needle, yeah.
Yeah, to the-
Quill, sorry.
to the back, right?
Let me take off my glasses for making that mistake. I don't deserve these glasses.
But did he? So here's one. He hits one of them with a hammer. Did he
Yeah.
kill it?
No.
Okay,
No.
so that's not one.
Definitely
But
not.
they straight up fuck him up down here.
Oh yeah, dude.
They fuck him up.
And,
I don't know
and
he's alive.
he keeps telling his family too. He's like, "No, don't come down here."
Yeah. It's like, don't
He's
don't
getting
save
ravaged.
me, dude. Again, shout out to friggin' Brad. That dude's ready to go in, dude. He's ready to do anything to save his father.
He's the hero.
It-
And shout out to the dad for his bowling shirt, which was like Ghostbusters.
Yeah, the pin
Oh,
buster.
Just want
yeah.
to point that out.
I noticed that too.
It had been long enough since I'd seen the movie that there for a brief moment I thought the dad was going to die
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
because, like Josh said, he's getting fucked up in the basement.
Yeah, he is.
Like they're going to town on his ass.
And I don't think that's the end for them fucking him up either.
No,
is it?
no, they end up biting him in the same fucking shoulder again.
Yeah.
Like this arm's going to be useless.
Yeah, forever for the rest of his life.
And then,
And then we cut back to this. Sorry.
Nope,
This
go
is the
ahead.
problem when we do remote podcasting, which that's all. That's what we do. Is just we stumble over each other. But go ahead, Bone.
we make it work.
We do.
It's charming.
We should.
Yes. Yes.
We could honestly fly
Charming.
to. We should fly to Sweden, but we do it in person,
Shut up.
dude. We just
You
show
got,
this
that,
house.
you got that kind of money?
Look, man. I'm sure it's not that expensive to go to Sweden. Probably $500.
You might have to sell that Ghost Rider comic book.
Hey, it's only $500, bro. Don't worry about it.
I like how he just decided it was $500. Like, didn't wait for confirmation. Just
Dude,
like, yeah.
it's- I'm sure it's not that bad to go to Sweden, bro.
If you book in advance, it ain't that bad. And
How-
if you don't mind layovers.
How long is that flight, Josh?
Oh, it's just from like London to where do we usually fly? We usually fly London to Dallas. You're looking at about eight and a half.
Okay.
And
well,
I'm a
I'll
tall,
look at the
I'm a
costs.
tall guy, and the flights I've been on to like fucking Orlando and Dallas, just that little bit of time is hell on my knees.
Well, on these international flights, obviously the plane is bigger, so you get a little bit more leg room, but not much. Not much. You're gonna want to book at the like where they have the middle sections where the bathroom is. You want to book for you, like that seat right behind there, so you can
Yeah,
stretch out a little
I'll have to
bit.
keep that in mind.
Apparently, if you do a round trip economy, it's $722.
Yeah, that's not bad for international. It's actually cheaper to fly international per mile than it is domestic in the States.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
All I was gonna say, Josh, was that apparently the quills have like a numbing toxin.
Yeah.
When I was watching you were because again, like it'd been so long since I've seen it. I'm like, well, because the dad mentions, he's like, "Hey, careful with that, Brad. It's poison," but the poison never comes into effect. But the wound that they have around these
Oh, that's
quills,
gnarly.
yeah, it's pretty fucking gross.
It is.
And you know what else is weird about the movie? We talked about it only has 2 deaths in it. Both of them happen at the front side of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like
It was,
the cop in Billy Zane's character, Steve.
yeah.
Did he get his fingers bit off? I'm assuming it was.
Yeah, he did, yeah,
Yeah,
he
that's
did.
what I thought.
Yeah.
That he got his fingers bit off, and then he got fucking. They ate his stomach or something.
Supposedly.
Here's the good guy Billy Zane, because we leave them rolling in the hay, literally, because the sister really wants it. Mm-hmm. The attack happens, and all this other stuff happens, and we finally cut back to the barn. They're still rolling around in the hay on top
They
of
are.
clothes. He didn't, good guy Billy Zane. He wasn't trying to get any action underneath those clothes.
Yep.
And they were doing it for so long, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
20 minutes, 25 minutes have passed. I'm like, dude, what's going on? Like, dude, like, ain't no way.
And I just want to point out that Scott Grimes, the actor who plays Brad, he's one of the rare gingers who has brown eyes.
I thought you were going to say a soul there for a minute.
No, he's only half proper ginger, so I mean, I think that qualifies as having a soul, I think.
And possibly. Going back to what Chris said, though, about Brad, being like the good guy and going to everybody's aid, they hear the daughter scream, and he immediately runs out to the barn.
Mm-hmm.
And he does kill one, right? When he throws the firecracker at it and he eats it.
See, I don't know about that. I think it doesn't look like he killed him. Maybe he just put him to sleep or something. Because, like, we don't see it explode or anything.
Well, I know when I eat firecrackers, I just fucking go to sleep, too.
Well, these are aliens, Bill. You don't know how their anatomy works. Like
This
they
was,
I don't know.
I have to say, this was like the most disappointing part of the movie.
What's that?
When it didn't blow up.
Yeah, because you're expecting like, oh, this is gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna blow up.
Yeah.
He just ate it, and I took it as he died. He
fell
killed over
over.
and died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they ever say what night this movie was taking place on?
Like what day?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
The reason I ask is because they got a bowling championship going
do.
on, league bowling,
Mm-hmm.
but then church is also in session.
So let's assume Wednesday night.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because they do go to school. So it's not Sunday.
Yeah, that's right. They did go to school. Yeah, so it has to be a Wednesday then, like you said. It's you.
I'm glad we got that covered.
Well, the only reason
Hang
I
on.
bring it up is because I would.
There he goes.
Josh, you lived in a small town before you moved to the metropolis known as Stockholm. You lived in Carthage, and you didn't league bowl on Wednesday night. You league bowled. It was either Tuesday or Thursday.
I think Mississippi rules don't apply to everywhere else in the continental United States. Because if there is one thing Mississippi loves, it's Jesus,
Yep.
diabetes,
Yep.
and keeping the poor as they can.
Can you,
Yep.
3 things.
Yep.
instead of diabetes, can you say it right?
The beatus,
Diabetes.
diabetes.
Look, as a fellow actual true resident of Kerr,
Oh,
Mississippi,
I thought you were about to say as a person with diabetes.
The beatus.
Look, as
My
a
beatus
person,
acting up.
as a person with the diabetes, no, I don't have actually had that. I will say though, Mississippi, we got our ups and downs though. We got some nice scenery, somewhat.
Oh, I love Mississippi, man. I had to get away from it to appreciate it.
Yeah.
But because I am from Mississippi,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I can talk shit about Mississippi, you know? It's like, I could talk shit about my family, but you can't. Like, any person from Mississippi gets a pass talking shit about Mississippi. But as soon as somebody not from Mississippi talks shit about it, it's like, whoa, hold up,
Yeah.
brother. You know?
Dude, I just noticed, Josh. Dude, your walls kill me because none of the things are in frames. Dude, it's like the whole gang's here.
What a judgmental piece of shit.
Dude, I'm just saying, dude, he's got 3 things on his wall behind him, and I'm like, they're all.
You're not just saying. You're over here fucking dying laughing at him.
Hang on.
Dude, it's killing me.
Our wall in our living room is nothing but like framed photos. We put this up when we were showing the apartment just because this wall's bare.
Yeah.
And we just kept it up because it's like, it's
Oh,
something on the wall.
I saw it last time. I just noticed it for real this time. I was like, dude. Oh man. Oh, okay. All right. Where we at?
Well, I was about to talk about the bounty hunters.
Okay.
So there's this line when the alien's telling the bounty hunters to go after the Krites, and he calls them on their way to the planet, and he's like, "Oh, here's some things I forgot to tell you,"
Yeah.
but also he says, "Try not to destroy the place, like last time."
Yeah.
And what the bounty hunters? What they kill 1 Krite, 2 Krites maybe,
Yeah.
but they blow a lot of shit up in this movie.
They do. A lot.
If it could be blown up, they're blowing it up or they're running into it and tearing it down.
And you've gotta love these fucking cannons they have hooked to their hip.
Jesus.
Oh, dude, they retract and extend and everything like that. It's great.
Well, you see, when you're first introduced to them, like, it's like these, it's almost like a Rambo scene of them getting ready, you know, without showing their face, because their face is just
Yeah.
green,
Yeah.
I don't even, Play-Doh. And you see them, like, put in a knife in their holster. You've got all this space-age technology. You got a knife? Obviously, it never comes into play. It should. They should have thrown it and, like, you know, killed a critter with it.
They couldn't hit anything with these fucking guns. You think they was gonna throw a knife at something and hit it?
You don't need to hit anything with the guns. That's the beauty of these guns. You shoot in the general vicinity and half the fucking thing is coming down.
I mean, that's
Like,
true.
Let's take stock of everything that they destroyed real quick.
Yep.
They destroyed the church.
Yep.
They
Interior of the bowling
I
alley.
was about to say they fucked up the bowling alley.
Badly.
They jacked up the house.
Badly.
They do this police car, no favors.
Yeah.
No. I will say, the first time we saw them destroy the house. I asked Billy, "Is this house made out of paper mache or something?" Like, what's
No,
going
you said
on?
that about the church.
Oh, the church. Sorry, the church.
Oh, yeah, the church, yeah.
Because they hit the
It's
front of
like-
the church and like the entire front end of it just collapses.
It just crumbled. I was like, dude, where's the support beams for this thing at, dude?
They destroyed the organ in the church,
They
the
did.
pulpit.
Yeah,
So y'all watch this together?
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris was like, "Billy, can I watch it with you?" And I was like, "Yeah,
Oh.
fine, whatever."
Yeah, right. dude.
And then, and I'm like, well, it's almost, 10 o'clock.
Oh.
We need to watch this movie. I'll be on in a minute. Like 35 minutes later,
Well,
he gets on.
there's a good reason for that. I don't want to say in the podcast, but
Well, that cheese ain't going to scrape itself off, Bone.
Yeah, right?
yeah.
So, yeah, when we're at the church scene and they fucking destroy the church, the second bounty, and they never said their names, did they?
One is Ugg.
Oh yeah.
I know that from IMDb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right about that.
Well, I just referred to
But
him
they
as-
never say it.
I
Yeah.
refer to him as the second bounty hunter. He changes his face again. He was the cop first, but when they're in the church and they're scaring the shit out of everybody, he takes on the form of the preacher.
Yes.
Again, like, because he took the form of Jeff, who was dead
Yeah.
beside the cop car, he takes the form of all his injuries as
Mm-hmm.
well.
I noticed that too.
And-
Weird.
and he has this sort of
Like zombie.
what
effect.
movie am I? Yeah, it's a zombie effect, but it's what movie is it to where there's a zombie who's actually like? No, I was thinking of Men in Black.
Oh, and you're talking about the cockroach guy, right?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
let me ask you this, or maybe not. Maybe it's not a question. Maybe it's just a statement. But you can just give me your thoughts on it. He took the form of the cop. He took the form of the cop with his injuries after he was dead, so he looked like the cop did when he was dead. He took
Yeah.
the form of the preacher. He looked like the preacher did when he was in there preaching. But when he
Oh.
took the form of Charlie, he
Yeah.
took the form of Charlie cleaned up with his hair
Yeah.
slicked back
Badass.
and shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Maybe he made a pit stop. We just didn't see it. I don't know. But now it was immediate.
No,
so
Charlie
yeah.
still looked like shit
Yeah.
because you see him later on.
Yeah, I think this was a dunk on Charlie.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was good.
Helen kills one with a shotgun, right?
She does.
She shoots one because they're like, they got weapons. They're talking to each other like, they got weapons. And one of them's like, so what? And then she shoots it with the shotgun and the other one's like, fuck.
Yeah, that was great.
I thought we were gonna get more of that.
Talk about
Like I kind of
the Kreitz talking.
yeah, because you get that one scene and I kind of remembered it, you know, because I think that's the comedy element of this movie, and that's it. That's all you get. And surprisingly, I don't know if it's restraint or a misstep on their part, but they could have had this entire movie cut back to the critters talking, and they didn't.
Yeah.
Kreitz.
Damn. Take them glasses off.
No,
They-
you really need glasses for this, Bone. It would just
Well, if I didn't
Would
fucking
sell it.
lose, if I didn't lose them, like they're gone. I have no idea where they're at, and it
By the
pisses
way-
me off because they're so expensive.
Real quick, trivia about their voices. They're talking. Corey Burton, who voices the critters, also came up with their language, which he described in interviews as combining elements of French and Japanese.
okay. That's nice.
There you go.
Look at you bringing
Chris
some
sliding in
substance.
that trivia. Love
That's
it.
right. That's right.
And these bounty hunters, they don't seem very friendly either. They're constantly
Well-
picking people up in the air.
Yeah.
I will say the Johnny Still one is, the other one not really.
Johnny Steele's nice to Brad.
Yeah.
He gives him a communicator. And then Charlie immediately gets jealous, because he's the one that's been hearing these transmissions through his fucking teeth.
Well, does Charlie go with him?
No, not in this one. See, I remembered that too, and it must have been like in part 2 or something.
Where they take him with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I do know at the end, or sort of close to the end, again, I'm kind of getting ahead of ourselves here a little bit, but he was like, hey, do you guys need a mechanic or something like that? He's just walking with them. We never see it, but maybe.
No, he didn't. No, there was a movie where he left with them because I want
really?
to say, unless I'm just misremembering this, he makes like a comment like "There's nothing here for me, anyways," or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Now I may be just way off base and maybe fucking wrong, and we'll know once we get into the other critter movies. I almost called them Krite movies.
Michael Crichton.
Michael Crichton. Look, you ever read any Michael Crichton?
I haven't. My buddy Reese, man, he's a stand for Crichton, specifically Jurassic Park.
I was
He's like,
gonna
man,
say-
that's a great novel.
I was going to say
No.
Jurassic Park was a really, really good book.
Yeah, no, I need to read it.
Yep. I picked up a couple books I went to Barnes and Noble on a whim. Picked up 2 Stephen King books, The Institute and Night Shift.
Are either one of those movies yet?
Night Shift is.
Night Shift is a collection of short stories, and there's multiple movies out of that one.
Wait, is Night Shift the same thing as Graveyard Shift?
The Graveyard Shift is in that collection of short stories.
What a shit movie, bro. I just want to put that out there, dude. What a shit fucking movie.
Did you
God,
watch that
dude.
one, Josh?
I haven't.
Don't.
Nah,
don't.
I know. I haven't heard one good thing about it. It does have Brad Dourif in it, and I love Brad Dourif, but I don't think even he could salvage it.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
I rated it on Letterboxd, bro. Yeah.
Hey, and you were talking about Dee Wallace's character and how she's just nailing the role, and there's like a point in here where she starts feeling the pressure of the situation,
Oh yeah.
and she just conveys it so well.
She does. Yeah, like I capitalize on that when she was talking to Brad at one point. He was I forgot exactly what he was asking her, something like that. Oh yeah, he's like, go do something with the windows or something like that. He's like, I already did it. She's like, go do it again. Like she screams like really loud at him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gives her a big. I thought he was gonna run away, but he gives her a hug, and then she embraces him, and it was a pretty emotional scene.
Yeah. And I want to backtrack just for a minute because we had just kind of breezed past it. It was after the bowl, the church scene and everything, but they're trying to escape, and they all run to the truck. And this is what I had made a comment earlier. Apparently, this is a one vehicle family, and their one vehicle is a single cab flatbed
Yep.
for 4 people.
And it's old.
Never mind like where everybody's going to sit. Where do you put your groceries?
Yeah, I guess in the truck bed. I guess
If
man,
the
I
whole
swear.
family goes, I mean, are you using like ratchet straps or something to tie these groceries down so they don't fucking go away?
Maybe they put it in a box. I don't know, man. I don't know what they're gonna do for that.
Yeah, just and another example of the Kreitz intelligence. They've disabled the vehicle. They disabled the truck, and they're like, "Oh, we can go to Steve's car. His dad got him. I got the keys." And they go to the fucking car, and there's a
They're
Kreit
already on
inside
that
there.
one.
Yep.
Yeah, they're already
Disabling
working
it
on
also.
Dude, these things are so intelligent, but they're so dumb at the same time. Like, if they were super intelligent, one, as soon as they saw someone with a gun, they should have left and gone to, like, the next place. Like, don't attack a place with a gun that can kill you and injure you, Like, these things are smart but dumb,
Yeah, they're disabling means of communication, means of transportation.
Yeah.
But they are, staying around. They're like intent on killing this family.
Yes.
When they could, if the smart thing to do would be to just
Roll into town.
Well, not
Yeah.
even that. Like roll off into the wilderness, procreate,
Yeah.
create an army, then roll back into town.
Yeah, kill some wildlife, get bigger, Do
Yeah.
something like that.
But they're like, no, we're going to kill Dee Wallace's family.
Yeah. Or try to, at least.
Her daughter was too horny. We can't allow that to pass.
Yeah, dude. Get in that right now.
Then, so they break into the house and Dee Wallace gets hit in the neck, and there's another person that gets hit in the neck. It's April. She gets hit in the neck too. They're pretty good with these neck shots.
They are.
Like they're aiming these things.
They're pretty accurate too. I was hoping though when the quills came out that they were lethal shots, not just like stun shots. I was hoping like, oh, they'd kill somebody with them, but they don't.
Yeah, it's like,
Like why not? Why? Because they're already dead set on like destroying everything and everyone. Why don't their quills kill people, but it doesn't. So okay. Well, I suppose it's because like they want to stun them and eat them. Maybe I don't know.
Well, yeah, I think that would be the case because it disables the person because the dad was down and out when he first got hit. They had to drag him out of the basement, and when Dee Wallace gets hit with it, she's just like immediately like, oh, I'm so tired and like not moving and stuff.
Yeah.
Did Brad kill a Kreit when he shot the ceiling fan down and the ceiling fan fell off?
I don't think so. I don't think that there's enough force for that to kill the Kreit, as you call it, or anything like that.
It's not as I call it. It's what they are.
I don't.
We have established this, Chris. We have established this.
I'm sorry. All right, as they are called, but I don't think so. No, from what I can tell, I think it was still alive. It just temporarily stunned him.
Okay. Well, they decide that Brad says, "Look, I can make it. We got to get help. We're fucked if we stay here like we are. They're gonna get into the house. They're gonna get us. Like somebody's got to do something. I can make a run for it." And the dad's like, "Well, if you do it, tell me how you're gonna do it." He's like,
Yeah.
"Well, I'm gonna get out here. I'm gonna hit the ground, and I'm gonna go to my bike, and I'm gonna pedal to the road, and I'm gonna find somebody."
Yeah.
And his dad's like, "Okay." You know, he's like, "Well, be careful, blah, blah, blah." Goes outside, and there's a fucking crate by his bike. Just
Dude.
casually waiting on him.
I know, dude, and this is my funniest thing about the movies, dude. It's not the crate doesn't bite his tire, disable, nothing like that. He just knocks it over, dude. And I'm like,
And knocks it over like, what are you gonna do, motherfucker? I
a big
love
boy
it.
in him.
I love it. Yeah.
dude, I love how the crates just don't give a fuck, bro. They're like, come on, you can't do nothing to me. I was like, it's so funny, dude. It's great.
And that's when he runs to the, like, this place is a farm, I guess. It's like
Well, you
farm
think
at the basic level.
you think it's a farm, but at the very beginning of the movie, when Charlie goes to work, it's so they can work on cars. Or are they running
Yeah.
like a? Is he like a shade tree mechanic? Is that what the dad does,
I guess.
or does he just work on the farm?
I think he just works on the farm. I think he was just working on restoring her vehicle. Maybe that's why.
I mean, they did have a cow. We did see
cow.
a cow,
Yeah.
and
He said-
we
yeah,
did
he
see
said-
some.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was gonna say we did see a chicken coop.
Yeah, dude. He's like, oh, this cow's part of the herd. Where's your fucking herd? There's nowhere to be found. They're nowhere. We don't hear any mooing or anything. They're just nowhere. You got
Let
a
me-
small herd.
Let me read you one of my notes.
Okay.
The big cry said, "Fuck your bike."
Yeah, pretty much.
There was a you was talking about the humor in the movie. There was one scene I didn't care for this one too much because I felt like it was just a straight ripoff of Gremlins. But when they showed the little scene of the Krites having fun, you know, tearing up couches and shit like that and stuff,
Oh, yeah.
it just felt very Gremlinsy to me.
Like the AT collectible doll, whatever.
Yeah, all that whole little scene right there where they did that.
It's kind of interesting that ET is in that universe, though, like the movie, you know. So like,
Oh, I am sure Steven Spielberg made a phone call after this movie was released.
you think so?
Oh yeah, Spielberg don't play that shit.
Well, here's the thing, though. All right, the ET collectible looked like ET, but it didn't. It wasn't officially looking like ET. You know.
That's
I was
probably
like-
how they got the workaround.
Yeah. It was a resemblance to ET,
Yeah.
but it wasn't the official thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's how they got around it.
Chris brought this up when we were watching the movie because Helen kills another one with a shotgun
Oh yeah.
and she runs out of ammo.
yeah.
And Chris was like, "What do you got? 5 fucking shells?"
Yeah, no, Dad, this is what happened. She's like, "Oh, go get more shells," and then the dad was like, "That's all there is." I'm like, "Dude, you have 5 shells in your entire home, dude.
Well-
what are you talking about?"
In all fairness, like I don't think it was the entire home, but he was pulling the shells from his shirt pocket because he did like when he brought out the shotgun, he put the
Yeah.
shells. He put 2 in the, obviously in the chamber, and then like he put the rest in his shirt pocket.
Yeah, I know, but then he's like, she's like, "Oh, go get some more shells." She's like, "That's all there is." I'm like, "There ain't no way you have 5 shells in this home. That you gotta have like another pack somewhere, dude." Like,
I don't think his family's doing that well though.
Didn't
I
he?
don't know
Have,
what their shell budget is.
didn't he have multiple guns?
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah.
Like
Did he?
you could have put a gun in everybody's hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead, you chose to go with one.
Yeah, and then freaking April, that's her name, right? April, yeah.
Yeah, that's
she
the sister.
yeah, at one point she takes down a curtain rod out of her closet and takes all the clothes off. I'm like, what the fuck do you think that's gonna do against these things, dude? You're gonna freaking bump them on the head with it, and that's somehow gonna kill one of them? Sure, okay.
Can bat
Yeah.
those motherfuckers.
Yeah, apparently somehow, dude. Like, you stupid, man. Freaking stupid.
So that's 2 movies in a row with a dumb shower rod scene.
Oh yeah, apparently. Yeah, you're right.
Well, no, this wasn't a shower rod. This was it was
Oh,
in the
yeah.
closet because there was
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
a rod.
Oh,
Apologies.
wait.
Push your glasses up.
Oh. Apologies.
There you go.
Brad runs into the bounty hunters. Brad makes it to the road without his bike.
Surprisingly.
Makes it out there, and they do that little thing where they almost hit him, and they slam on the brakes and stop right in front of him, and he jumps in the car, and he thinks. Apparently, he thinks that Johnny Steele is hanging out with fucking Charlie.
Yeah, dude.
That is a pretty funny scene because it's like Johnny Steele,
Yeah,
Charlie.
What are you doing?
like you've seen a creature you've never seen before. Maybe something's going on with these guys too. But yeah, it's like you
He
said.
eventually figures it out.
Man,
What's up?
Nah, go ahead, Chris. You start.
I was just
Go
gonna say
ahead.
one thing that could have really been needed for that scene. I think it would have been great for one of the Krites to have chased them to the road, and then they got out of the car and shoot him. Like I think that would have been cool, like a good suspenseful scene. Because I don't think, in my opinion, that without his bike he would have made it very far on foot. It would have taken him a while to get to the road, in my opinion. But it is what it is. I think something.
I just want to point out, like, this in 1986, this Johnny Steele song, "Power of the Night," is gripping America. Because not only is it in the montage of, hey, this is America,
Yeah,
one song gets on there and it's Johnny Steele, "Power of the Night." The mother, Dee Wallace, she's like, after dinner,
Yeah.
before all hell breaks loose, she sits down and she cuts on the TV with a book in her hand, flipping through the channels. It's Johnny Steele on. Like, that video's on. And obviously, Dee Wallace ain't got no time for Johnny Steele. She changes the channel. I wished in this movie, like when they would have went into the church, the bowling alley, I wish they would have made a joke about people sort of falling over themselves for Johnny Steele.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And be like, Johnny Steele, what are you doing here? Instead of just Brad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When I, for some reason, whenever that song would come on, you know what band I thought of? And
Hang on, I want to play this game. Just give me a hint.
It's an 80s band.
Iron Maiden.
No.
Give me one more hint, please.
I don't even know how to give a hint because I only know like
What's
one
the first
song
letter?
from them.
Name of the song.
Was it "Screaming in the Night"?
Oh, something with a KR?
Crocus.
Crocus, yeah.
For some reason, that's what I think of whenever I see this fucking Johnny Steele video.
Dude, it's so
I've never seen the Screaming in the Night video.
I haven't either. It just makes me think of that song for whatever reason.
This song was a little bit more power pop than that, though. It was kind of like a Night Ranger song.
Yeah, I didn't say there was a good reason behind it. It just said it makes me think of it. And I can see where Chris is coming from though with his statement where, maybe you could have had one of the Krites chase him to the road.
yeah.
Since they, basically said fuck your bike and pushed it over like some goddamn bullies.
Yeah, they were watching him.
And then maybe the bounty hunters would have got to, kill one without blowing up property.
Yeah.
No, that ain't happening.
Because Brad brings them back to the house after, figuring out that, they don't know where the fuck he lives. Because he's like, come on, Charlie, you've been to my house.
Yeah.
And they show up and they see one of the Krites and it like moves out of the way and then they shoot the wall.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Like, you motherfuckers. You knew good and well that Krite had already moved and you still just shot our fucking wall.
Dude, and here's my problem. One of the problems I do have with the movie, sort of, is that they attest, like, early in the movie, early in the movie, maybe later in the movie, but they have a problem with fire. But, like, in terms of, like, they're scared of it or it bothers them a lot, something like that. But we never really capitalize on it. And I'm like, come on now. You could have done something with that.
Everybody's scared of fire.
I mean, not everybody.
Do you go touching
Not
it?
Brad. Huh?
Do you go sticking your hands in fire?
Yeah, all the time. Just put it right in the grease and, that bothered me. No, but they don't really capitalize on. I'm like, I don't know.
Did you want a Freddy versus Jason moment?
Yes.
One's scared of fire. One's
Yes.
scared of water. There's got to be a way we can use this.
Dude.
That might be the worst line in movie history.
It was.
Yesterday, the other day, you're like, I don't know who Lachlan Monroe is. When I was hating on this guy named Justin, Lachlan Monroe is the guy who plays the deputy in Freddy vs. Jason.
It's been a while since I've seen that movie.
Okay.
That was one of those movies when I first saw it, I was like, oh yeah, I enjoyed that. And then after I let it settle, I'm like, no, I didn't.
Oh, that shit ages like milk, man.
Yeah.
It does.
There's a toilet scene in this movie, though.
Yes.
Just
there
like
is.
Ghoulies. Well,
There
not
is.
just like Ghoulies, but one of the Krites ends up in the toilet and they fucking shoot the gun into the toilet.
And
You
look,
could have used that knife that Josh was talking about.
well, look, like some of these special effects, you could tell, like the special effects coordinator or somebody who's supposed to be a union member who knows his shit
Yeah.
just has complete disregard for the actors. Because the actor, Terrence Mann, shoots this toilet with a critter in it, and the thing just blows the fuck up, like right in his face.
Dude, yeah, it does, dude. It cuts away before we see like what happened to the actor, dude. But I'm telling you, man.
There's another scene to where I don't know where it might be at the bowling alley where the other bounty hunter, not Ugg, shoots something, and Terrence Mann has got his back to the actual wherever the shot went, and you just see debris and wind from the force of this special effect just blow through Terrence Mann's beautiful mane of hair. And it's like, God damn, like it was, it wasn't like they shot a leaf blower in Terrence Mann's hair to make it,
Yeah.
move. It was like from the explosion. It's like, holy shit, man.
Yeah, they're pretty close, dude. It's like it's almost Michael Bay level where he's like he tells the actors to actually run or you're gonna die from this explosion. Like you better run.
Just more evidence about these bounty hunters being assholes to everybody except for Brad. The sheriff is in the house and he picks the sheriff out and throws him out the fucking window.
He does.
Poor M. Emmett Walsh. It looked like he really took this bump. I know he didn't.
He might have, dude. Yo, dude, imagine an old man just takes a bump that hard, dude. Dude, yeah, but no, he had a reason behind throwing him out the window. He's like, something about you shouldn't interfere in our plan, something like that. Yeah, 'cause I think the bounty hunters were afraid he's gonna shoot him or something.
These bounty hunters aren't afraid of this guy.
I mean, he's got a gun.
They got fucking cannons attached to their hip.
Hey, they couldn't take a chance.
Yeah, I didn't see them as getting rid of a adversary. Like I saw them as just being a dick.
Yeah. Throwing this dude out the fucking window.
Yeah, just fucking assholes.
Hey, did you notice the Charlie bounty hunter at one point flexes his ears?
I did, yes. I didn't even write that in my notes, but yeah. He looked like Sloth from the Goonies when he did it. And it's so subtle, and they don't make any mention of it.
Yeah.
Oh my!
I saw it and I was like, Chris, did he just fucking flex his ears?
Yeah, I noticed that too.
I wouldn't call it flexing. I would call it more like wiggling. But
Well, it made me think of like when somebody flexes their chest. And his ears just went up and down. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
it was impressive.
Yep.
Real quick, sorry, full disclosure. I just wanted to mention, Josh, I've never seen The Goonies.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I just had to put it out there.
Yeah.
I own it.
Yeah.
I bought it in 4K. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, nice,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
You own it, but you haven't seen it yet.
that's right. That's right. I was waiting to watch it with you, Billy.
I don't know. If I said let's watch the Goonies, you'd be like, no, Billy, we can't do that. We got to watch movies that we haven't seen.
Yeah, you'd already seen Critters though, so like I watched this with you.
Well, that's because I picked it for the podcast. You have no choice if you want to be on the podcast. You're the new guy.
Is that you're coming along? That's right.
Yeah.
Fair
You're
enough.
like Josh just killed his camera.
He did.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
There
He's
he is.
back. But yeah, you're gonna take punishment from us until we decide that
Oh, not on probation anymore.
yeah. Which could be a very long time.
I mean, it's like 6 years. Am I still on probation? Yes.
We've been doing this podcast for 3 years now.
Uh-huh.
I'm still on probation, so I mean,
Oh, is
it's
that
just
right?
no.
Is that right?
Yeah, so we got to clear Josh first.
Dude, you guys are about to reach a whole new level of audience with me, though, man. I'm telling you. You get all the younger generation.
Your mom and your sister.
Oh, my. Sure. I mean, you know, you get the newer generation of Gen Z, or whatever I am. Or maybe I'm a millennial. I don't know.
A what?
Yeah. I'm a millennial.
A millennial. You were definitely not a millennial.
I'm not.
No,
I don't know what
I don't think. I thought millennial. Fuck. We can't get into this now. I looked it up here recently. I should know this.
You're a
Continue.
millennial, Josh.
Yeah, I think me and you are technically millennials.
Oh my God. We're not going to get into it because I will say this because I've looked it up before too. My year, it depends on which definition you're looking at. Because some of them have me as a millennial, and then some of them have me as a like Gen X.
Gen Z, Gen X.
And then there's like this one thing where they have like a micro generation, and it's like a 3-year period. It's like 79, 80, 81 or some shit like that.
Is that because of like technology
I have no
leaps?
idea.
I guess.
I
don't
have
know.
no idea. And I think they call that Zennials. Because Generation X and then Millennial.
Yeah, I think the newer generation's got like a horrible name. It's like
I have it right here.
Zoomers. Zoomers.
So I'm Gen Z, by the way. 1997 to 2012. The newest generation, 13 to 2025, is Generation Alpha. Apparently, what the hell?
Oh, I don't know. There is nothing alpha about this generation.
Billy, what year were you born again?
80.
I'll tell you what you. 80.
Well-
You're millennial. What it says. What about you, Josh? Same thing.
None of your goddamn business.
Oh. Damn. All right. Well, you're a millennial.
I'm a millennial.
I was about to say I'm putting you in that category, whether you like it or not.
Look. I'm younger. I'm younger than Bone, and I'm older than
Yeah.
you.
Oh, is that right?
He's older than Daniel.
No.
I was older than Daniel.
Yeah, I'm younger than Bone, older than you. Yeah, I'm older than Daniel. Yeah.
Daniel was the baby of the podcast.
Oh, he's the baby boomer, Daniel.
No, he was just the youngest person.
I don't know.
But I mean, and you're still on probation, so we don't even know if like you're going to be on this podcast past this episode.
Oh, well. I'll be back. Anyone listening to this podcast, I will be back.
Maybe.
I will be back.
Me and Josh got to discuss it.
I'll be back. Everybody's
gotta-
gonna see my collections of movies. Eventually,
You just got stacked haphazardly.
I do, man.
The big crite takes April.
Yep.
Now,
What were they gonna do with her?
Apparently,
I don't know.
I feel like my theory on that, because they never show my theory real quick on that, what they were gonna do with her. I think they were gonna impregnate her.
But they lay eggs. You see that at the end
No.
of the movie.
Yeah.
That's
And
a
they
good
don't
point.
strike me as a take prisoners type of creature, you know?
But they were going to take her with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Maybe there was like some kind of black market where they were going to sell her.
No, that could be true.
Maybe.
I mean, we don't know about space.
Final Frontier. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem like they're a very culture that values currency, though. I don't know what they value. It didn't really mention anything about it.
Did
Food.
was it?
Food.
Did the big one shoot her with a quill, or was it a smaller one? Because it looked like a normal sized quill, right?
I don't think we saw it.
No, you didn't see it, but I'm like, I guess my question is like, which one do we think shot her?
I think it was probably the big one. Maybe, probably.
Yeah, probably the big one.
Had to guess.
And just like y'all said, man, Brad's there. He's there for his fucking sister, so he's going
Hell yeah,
after her.
man.
You know, his house is being fucking destroyed by bounty hunters, but he goes after his sister. And he goes into the ship, and he gets his sister. He pulls the quill out of her neck, gets out of the ship, and he has his fucking stick of dynamite that's supposed to be a firecracker, but this is the biggest fucking firecracker I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. It's dynamite.
And he also carries the biggest fucking lighter I've ever seen
Dude,
in my
he
life.
does. Dude, that thing's fucking... That should be illegal, dude. It would be illegal nowadays. That's for sure. That shit's crazy.
You saw his
I got
lighter,
beat.
didn't you, Josh?
Yeah, it did. It was something serious. But here's a hot take: if Brad would have been on the planes on 9/11, it wouldn't have went down like that. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Dude, Brad would have stopped all of it, dude. Guaranteed.
He would have stopped one of them.
Yeah. Dude, that's true. I do have a big problem with the movie, though, about what happens right after the firecracker thing. My big problem was with oh my god, dude, what's this guy's name again, dude? Charlie, dude, man. As soon as that happens, as soon as they get out of the ship, everyone escapes the ship, whatever. But they want to blow up the ship and stuff like that. But they don't have a way to do it. Charlie comes out of nowhere holding his alcohol bottle that he somehow still has, and then Brad gives him a lighter to create a Molotov cocktail, and that man perfectly throws it into that ship with an inch to spare, and
He's
somehow
a baseball
blows it up.
player.
Yeah.
But he's drunk though.
Well, you know,
They did set that up though by saying he was a baseball player.
Yeah.
Josh, you can attest to this. You know, me and you have drank our share of alcohol, and I will use. Was it? It was October when we saw Pearl Jam, right?
Yeah.
October 2014. Josh and I drank a large, very large amount of alcohol that night.
Too large.
And we shouldn't have been able to function, but we did. We functioned perfectly. And sometimes that happens, you know, the alcohol gives you powers.
Is that right?
Yeah, you just don't remember the powers that you had the next day. Like, it's just a blur.
And, you know, sometimes with great power, there's a great price that has to be paid.
Oh.
And I paid that price all over the bathroom of my hotel room.
Oh my.
So
I
to the point where I, the next day when I went down to, I went to go get Josh and Sean and, you know, walk up to the stadium where the show was at. Or not stadium, but is it a stadium?
It was the FedEx Arena.
FedEx Forum, yeah. They play basketball there. So I guess that counts as an arena then. Well, anyways, I wanted to go check it out and see if they were set up selling merch and stuff like that. And so I go by Josh's room, Josh and Sean, and I beat on the door and I can't get these fuckers to answer. So I'm like, I'll go by myself. And on my way down, I stop at the desk at the hotel room and I'm like, hey, I made a mess in my bathroom. Here's $20 for whoever has to clean up my room today.
I hope that person got that $20 and that person didn't pocket it.
I do too, but I mean, that's.
I'm sure
You should have probably left it in the room and said, "This is for you." You know, in hindsight,
Yeah.
probably.
because I am sure that person did not get that $20. Now that I think about it,
No, they're like, it's your job. Go clean it up. Yeah, it sucks to suck.
Oh, it did that day.
it sucks to suck. Touche.
Dude, I was gonna say,
like
by the way, Billy, I thought you were gonna say, with great power comes great responsibility. That's
No.
what I thought you were gonna say.
No, I mean,
Shit.
no, it was just we activated our alcoholic superpowers that night to great effect. I mean, you should have been there. You should have seen it. It was
You
like
throw up.
that's what happened when I got back to the room. But during the night, while we were out and about,
Yeah.
like we were functioning really well to be as drunk as we were because we were plastered.
Yeah, it was. Oh God! Like I could never go that hard again. Like the next day is kind of a blur to me. Like,
And I get a liver replacement the next day. He's like, put me on the list.
what we should not have done was gone to that absinthe bar. That
Shit.
fucking ruined it.
Didn't
Because
really-
absinthe sucks anyway. You
Yeah,
know?
but we got to smoke the cigars.
Oh, God. I'm getting sick just thinking about that, man. It was so bad. So bad.
But
You
anyways,
guys had a wild
the
20
point of
years
the
ago.
story is, I can see how Charlie made that throw, because I could have made that throw October 2014. Josh could have made that throw October 2014. Sean
Man.
couldn't have made that throw. Sean disappeared on us.
He did dip. Man, he just dipped.
He got his Johnny Walker Blue, and that was it. He was out.
That's all he wanted that night.
And when he got it, he fucking disappeared, and we were like, "Where'd he go?" Oh, such a good time. Back to Critters. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, like Chris said, Charlie lights a Molotov cocktail, gives it that major league heave, lands it in the ship, catches on fire, but it doesn't blow up right away. The ship fucking takes off. And then as the last fuck you, blows up the house.
Dude, that was crazy.
Again, for, you know, I didn't look up the budget to this, but
$3 million.
$3 million, and it's spent on explosions, man, because they blow this fucking house up. It does not look like a model.
So actually, what happens? I wanna correct Billy. Let's correct somebody. So the aliens blow up the house as a fuck you, but then a second explosion happens with the ship blowing up. That's what happens.
Well, no, I mean, I get that, but I just wanted to talk about how they blew up the family's house. It's just
Oh,
like
I
as
know.
a.
I know. Yeah, that was great though.
I
Oh,
don't
and then
get-
they did a trick at the end too.
I don't even know why they were leaving, though. Like, why
Well-
leave Earth?
They were caught, and then the bounty hunters were there. They're gonna go to some other planet.
They could have rolled away.
Yeah, I rolled away.
They've,
Dude, I love-
they've already proven that they're self-propelled.
They are self-propelled. That is true.
This is probably where they got the idea for Sonic the Hedgehog.
You
if
think
we're
so?
being real.
Yeah, most definitely. And it's also like, it's never established, but in my head canon, they probably just wanted to take a young bride. So once they got April, they were like, all right, we're good, you know?
Oh yeah.
Because it feels like that. It's like, because they leave as soon as they take April, like, okay, we got her. Mm-hmm. You know? And then,
Dude, it's
You
just it's great. I love though towards the end of the movie, the camera trick they did of when they gave like the bounty hunters were leaving, but they gave Brad like their belt clip transmitter, like to contact them, I guess they ever need help. And then towards the end of the movie, it starts flashing. He presses the button, which motherfucker has no idea what that button does. Anyways, it could have been to blow up the planet or something. We have no idea. But then he presses it, and then magically their house gets put back together.
the
reverse-
camera trick of just running
Yeah.
into reverse.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, dude, that's so. Oh man, I was like, that's cool, I guess, dude. I was like, there ain't no way, dude.
So do these pieces of the house just like molecularly bond back together?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Look, okay, you did this, aliens. It's so funny because when the house gets put back together, like there's a shot of, you know, the cameras to the back of the family and you see the house, you know, happy ending. That roof looked like shit.
It really did.
That
yeah.
roof looked like it was about to cave the fuck in.
It really did,
Like,
dude.
they filmed this before they blew it up, you know? So they were just like, fuck it. You know?
Yeah.
Because
No, I bet you what it is with that, Josh, is that they probably had the roof like ready to collapse anyways, and then they blew it up after the fact. All right, we're done.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
that's exactly what it is. That's why it looked like shit. Because in any real Life home. That roof would have caved in within like 2 seconds from a rainstorm. Guaranteed.
Oh yeah, that house is leaking. We got mold problems.
Yeah,
We
dude.
got black mold. Yeah.
Yeah, we got cats everywhere. By the way, the fucking cat ended up in the mailbox. How? Like, how does a cat end up in a mailbox, bro?
Oh yeah,
That made no sense.
the scene where the house is coming back together and there's like a suction going on, and you see
Yeah.
like the cat's like trying to hold on for dear life.
Yeah, dude. And it ends up in the mailbox. Like, how does it end up in the mailbox and not like dead by like some stick or something, or some piece of board? This is like, let's just avoid killing the cat, which is fair, I guess, but I don't know.
Well, it's a low body count. You know, we lost a cow,
Reminded me. You
we
did.
lost Steve,
Yep.
and we lost Jeff.
Yep. By the way, I was gonna wait till Josh gets back, but I can tell when he comes back. Anyways, the body count for this movie, October Trivia. Funny enough, so it's 1 cow, 2 humans. Actually, I'll wait for him to come back.
He's here.
Hey, Josh, can you hear me? Oh, here you go. So I looked up a trivia for this movie. The body count for this movie officially is 1 cow, 2 humans, several chickens, but it is 8 critters. So all the critters did die. All of them did die. Yeah. So the hammer, we thought it didn't kill him. Apparently, it did kill him. And so yeah, apparently eight critters.
Christ.
Oh my god, dude. Let me do the glasses, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
All right. Well, now the moment of truth.
Mm-hmm.
And what are your thoughts on this movie, Chris? What is your rating on this movie?
Okay, so I guess I get to go first because I'm in probation. That's right. So we're doing it out of 5 stars, right? Of course you are. So I would give this movie, was very enjoyable, had really good acting in it, had a pretty satisfying ending with leading up to a sequel. I would give it probably. I'd have to give it a 4 probably. I liked it.
Apparently.
Okay, look. All right, you know what? All right, see you later, everybody. Bye, dude. What's up? What's wrong with the 4?
Oh no, it's fine. If you think it's a 4, it's a 4.
Okay.
The movie for me, I always have like a soft spot for these 80 movies. I think Josh is probably the same way. You know, we just love like these 80 horror movies, and so it's always going to be one of those things where I come back and revisit it, unless it's just absolute ass and I remembered it incorrectly. You know, I'm going to have a good time watching it. And when I watched this movie, I actually found that I probably enjoyed it more this time than I did in the past, just because I paid attention to more things than I did back in the day.
Watching
The
with you.
acting was good. You cared about the family. They managed to do it. And it's an hour-and-a-half movie.
Yeah.
And they established the family in a way to where you care about the family. Unlike another movie that you said should have been 2.5 hours long, so they could establish the family. This movie does it in an hour and a half and gets you to care about him. Dee Wallace kills it, like Josh said. Everybody in the movie's good. And then the special effects were good. It was an enjoyable movie. I liked it. I give it 3 stars.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let me split the difference there. I went into this movie with next to no expectations. It's Critters from 1986. It juggles the sci-fi horror comedy about as well as it could, and I mean that as no slight. It kind of perfectly keeps all the balls in the air when it comes to that. And especially given that it's a lower budget movie. I mean, it's New Line 1986, so it's not like, they had a lot of money to play with. And there's a fucking reason why Stephen Herrick went on to direct more movies, successful movies, because he does a good job. The cast, and I guess this is a testament to Herrick. The cast is on game, they're game for this movie,
Yeah.
Especially Dee Wallace. I mean, should have been a bigger star. She didn't have to give the performance she did. She wasn't there just for a paycheck, and I have to assume that goes to Stephen Herrick just with the movies that he did after this. I'll just say what I'm going to write in my letterbox review. This movie, and specifically Dee Wallace, have no goddamn right being as good as it is. 3.5 stars. No.
Fair enough. That's fair.
All right. Well, so we all enjoyed Critters. We apparently enjoyed it enough to make a in-episode decision to go ahead and cover Critters 2, 3.
How many is there?
Four.
Did we
There's
fuck
four.
up? We fucked up.
I think there's like 4 of them. There's also a TV movie too.
I can't pull it up right now.
No, there's 4. There's 4 of them.
There's just 4.
No, there's
Yeah.
5.
Is
There's
there
5.
There's a like reboot from 2019 called Critters Attack.
Oh, I was including that one. I thought
Well, that would be
Yeah.
the 5th one.
2, 3. Oh, is there Critters 4? I'm missing.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. I see it. Okay.
Oh, Critters 2 is directed by Mick Garris.
Hey. Apparently one of the nicest guys in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah. Critters Attack was the TV movie I didn't include in mine. Okay.
Well, we may leave Critters Attack off then.
Oh, why we gotta do that? We'll see. We'll see. We'll discuss that when we get to that, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Well, everybody, that was Critters from 1986. Everybody enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, I'm assuming, would recommend it. I mean, you don't just give it a 3-star, 3.5 star, 4-star review, and then
Yeah.
be like, "Don't watch this movie."
I would watch it for sure.
Chris, any
Also-
final thoughts?
Yes, final thought. Movie was good. I liked it a lot. Josh, I do want to say, Josh, Why Sails Out into the Sunset as Jason Voorhees, or Michael Myers. My recommendation besides this movie is Willy's Wonderland with Nicolas Cage. Do everyone to watch that movie because it's great. No, but this movie's
You know
good. We'll watch the other ones too.
As punishment, you should tell everybody to do what people need to do at the end of podcasts, I think, which me and Bone never do.
Yeah, that's true.
But Daniel doesn't either. So, Chris, you got to take it. You tell people to.
Where to find us?
Oh yeah, so there's a website, Very Unreasonable Things.
Well, actually, there's
what's
not.
that?
Actually, that's
Oh.
defunct. Okay.
I'm holding on
Oh.
to the name. That's all I'm doing.
Oh,
But we have
disregard that.
We have the Instagram, the Twitter,
Yeah,
the
YouTube,
Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, look, I
YouTube.
don't. Look, I'll say this: I know nothing of these side things we got, but I will say, like and subscribe.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
I don't even know
subscribe.
who the fuck likes. Like, I've never liked a podcast. I subscribe to it.
Like us on YouTube. Give us a like on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. Give us a follow on Twitch. And,
So
yeah.
you'll have to go to right now, and I have to fix it. And I just haven't done it yet. But the YouTube, you got to go to State Inspector.
Yes.
But
Look,
yeah.
Bone, you are on vacation. We should fix that. You got time.
I'm on vacation. I don't think you know what that means. Yeah, but like Josh said, subscribe to the podcast. Tell your
Yeah.
friends about it.
Yeah.
You know,
We're doing,
if you
we're doing
if you
more
enjoyed
podcasts.
it, spread the word.
That's right.
If you didn't enjoy it, just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, you'll be seeing more podcasts from us in the future. We're doing more podcasts this year, hopefully, and I'll be back, guys.
You're
I'll
being
be
presumptuous.
back. Guys. This is Chris Williams. I'll be back on the next one too, hopefully.
Josh, anything else, sir?
No, nothing. I got nothing. I enjoyed the movie. Like I said, it surprised me.
Yeah, I was surprised too, like how much I enjoyed watching it. Just and it makes me appreciate the 90-minute movie.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause that seems, that just seems.
That's a thing of the past.
Yeah, that's a lost art. Is making a complete movie and a satisfying movie in 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And especially, it was nice to have somebody like me to watch it with. Isn't that right, Billy? Yeah, like an extra cast member watching it with you.
God.
That's right. That's right, guys.
Well, anyways, enough of that bullshit. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We'll see you next time. And until then,
See you later, guys. I'll see you next time.
download. Okay, we are done recording. About to end the Twitch stream.